Hi everyone, today's session is called Transitioning from Waterfall to Agile, Moving Your Software Development Projects Forward. My name is Bill Dow. I have 26 years in IT, 24 in project management, 9 plus at Microsoft, but 11 years running large PMOs. I've been instructor of project management for many years, teaching here at Bellevue College, British Columbia, Canada, Ontario, Canada. I've got a strong passion for project management, PMOs, and project management methodologies. I've written 3 books: The Tactical Guide for Building a PMO, Project Management Communication Tools, and the Project Management Communication Bible. Today's companies are moving at a faster rate than ever before. Companies are continually getting products out the door to keep up the demand and, more importantly, to stay ahead of their competition. Are you in that same position? Currently, the industry thought process is to move from the traditional waterfall approach to move to more agile. More and more companies are moving to agile to drive faster release cycles and get the product in the hands of their customers. Sadly, more and more companies making that move is not seeing the success that they're expecting. Many companies struggle for a variety of reasons, but the proof is out there. Agile is working in some areas and not so well in other areas. Why? Why do we think that's happening? Why are companies struggle to get Agile adapted, and why is it not being adopted as fast as companies expect? There are a number of surveys on the web that you can find that states why Agile is failing. Let's look at some of those now. Lack of experience with Agile methods, company philosophy or culture at odds with the core Agile values, lack of management support, external pressure to follow traditional waterfall processes, lack of support for cultural transition, a broader organizational communication problems, unwillingness of the team to follow Agile, insignificant training. This is just one of the several Agile surveys out there that talk about why Agile projects fail. Go off there, go do your own search, put in Agile fail survey, and you'll see all the results you get back. I think it's important to acknowledge the surveys and recognize where Agile teams could do to increase their chance of success. Here are some of the areas that Agile teams could focus on to be more successful. 1. Executive support for Agile process. 2. Acknowledge the need for a project management process. 3. Let Agile teams have time to form. 4. Crawl, walk, run. 5. Training. I can't stress enough training and how important that is. Let's jump into these now. So number 1, executive support for Agile processes. Executives who are driving teams towards faster delivery to market don't often understand why they tell their teams to be agile. Executives need Agile training themselves to become familiar with that development process. Agile teams must work hand in hand with their executives throughout the project for the best chance of success. Number 2, acknowledgement need for the project management process. There has to be project management. It's very common for Agile teams to say, hey, we're going to run this from the book. There's no place for project managers, no place for project management process. That's crazy. Every project has scope, schedule, budget, resources. Every project, regardless of the development methodology, Agile or Waterfall, these areas need to be managed. Agile teams who embrace the project management process while maintaining the Agile framework has a much better chance of success. Number 3, let the Agile teams have time to form. One of the biggest problems management falls into is expecting a brand new Agile team will be instantly productive. That's not going to happen. Every team will go through forming, storming, norming, and performing. These 5 phases here, these are the ones that every team goes through, regardless if it's Agile, if it's Waterfall, if it's a brand new functional team just coming together. So teams go through this, so Agile teams are going to be no different, so they're not going to knock it out of the park right from the start. So one of the best practices for Agile teams is to follow is go through these 5 phases, start your iterations with foundation sprints, right? So if you know you're going to go through forming, storming, norming, performing, start with something like a development foundation, right? So let's put together the technical layer of our program first, right? So a BI, let's build the data warehouse foundation first in a BI project. And that allow your team to go through forming, storming, and norming and be more productive. Ahead of you. Crawl, walk, run. Can't stress this enough. Companies cannot completely move their orgs into Agile without piloting. right? Companies, they can't just stop Waterfall and jump into Agile without proving Agile will work within their environment. Companies who take smaller and less impactful projects and move them to Agile and really test that Agile project will be much more successful. Leadership teams, project resources will all have much time of implementing Agile when you take these baby steps. Crawl, walk, run. Can't stress that enough and how important that is for an Agile environment. Training. So many people need Agile training. There's, management training, Scrum Master, Agile Practitioner, Agile Product Owner training, Agile training. Just get training, get the people that are involved in Agile, from the executives down to the individual team members, get them trained and get them trained as fast as possible and give them the best chance of success. So I've seen Agile be very successful. I've seen it fail as well. When Agile teams and leaderships embrace these 5 best practices, it's going to go a long way to helping them be successful. Spend the time, go over the surveys, go over what your project's doing, and adapt and adjust along the way. Thank you. Here's my contact information, dowpublishingllc.com. I'm on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and here are my 3 books found on Amazon today. Thank you all.